Hello everyone, I am Manish Shrestha from Tongji University's Geotechnical Engineering Department, and today I want to talk about something that's both exciting and a little bit worrying. How AI is changing the underground engineering and why we need to think carefully about the ethics behind it. Because let's face it, when we are dealing with tunnels, mines, and underground systems, mistakes aren't just costly, they are deadly. So, how do we make sure that AI helps rather than harms? And that is what we are here to discuss. Well, AI is doing some amazing things in underground engineering right now. It's monitoring tunnels in real time, spotting dangers like gas leakages before humans can, and even controlling massive tunnel boring machines autonomously. It's like having a super smart assistant that never sleeps. But here's the thing: when we hand over such control to machines, we need to ask what happens when things go wrong? Who is responsible? And are we making these systems fair and safe for everyone? So, what are the big ethical questions we should be asking? I like to think of it in four areas. The first one is safety, because if an AI fails underground, lives are at stake. Well, second is data privacy. These systems collect tons of data, but who really owns it? And environmental impact, like, are we optimizing for efficiency at nature's expenses? And finally, human oversight, because no matter how smart AI gets, should it really be making life or death calls alone? Let me hit you with a tough question. Imagine an AI predicts a tunnel collapse and evacuates everyone. Great, but what if it was wrong? Or worse, what if it misses a real collapse? Who takes the blame? The engineer who trusted it? The programmer? The company that bought the system? Well, that's the kind of accountability puzzle that we are facing. Here's a perfect example of the dilemma. AI makes things safer by catching risks early, like weak rock layers, but the more we automate, the less humans are paying attention. Imagine a tunnel boring machine running on its own, and if something goes wrong, will there be anyone close enough to stop it on time? It's like, autopilot in planes. Great when it works, but you still wanna have a pilot ready to take over. And second, data privacy and ownership. Now, think about all the data AI needs: geological scans, worker movements, equipments, sensors. Well, here's the problem: who owns that data? The workers being monitored, the company, the AI developer. There was a case where in Con Edison's AI needed like clean data to detect faults, but nobody had clearly asked, did the people being monitored consent to this? It's a messy gray area. And the next one would be environmental trade-offs. Well, AI can optimize energy use, which sounds green, right? But what if optimizing means cutting corners on environmental protections to save money? There's a real risk here. Efficiency shouldn't trump sustainability. And biases in algorithm. Here's a sneaky one. AI is trained on data, but what if AI misses rare but critical scenarios, like an unusual soil type that wasn't in the training set? Suddenly your smart system is making dangerously flawed predictions. It's like teaching someone to drive only on a sunny day. They'll crash at the first raindrop. Well, why does ethics matter? Because there are consequences of ignoring ethics. If we ignore these issues, here's what happens. Safety fails. Well, AI misses a hazard and people get hurt. Workers lose jobs to machines with no plan to retrain them. Trust evaporates when AI makes weird decisions that nobody can explain, like engineers, they all stop trusting it altogether. And once trust is gone, it's hard to get back. Here's a quote from a literature from Indian Geotech Journal. AI models in tunneling are often black boxes, and engineers must trust predictions without understanding how they are made. And like I said before, once trust is gone, it's hard to get back. So, what's the fix? A few practical steps would be to keep a human in charge of big calls. Like AI can flag risks, but a person should hit the emergency stop. And transparency. So be transparent with data. If you are monitoring workers, tell them and anonymize the data. Similarly, good regulatory frameworks like the GDPR, General Data Protection Regulation, should be adopted. Geotechnical data needs rules too, and it should be auditable with audits to catch biases or errors. And design for sustainability, optimize for the planet and not just cost, efficiency, or profit. So to wrap up, AI is a game changer for underground engineering, but only if we build it responsibly. The tech will keep advancing, and our ethics need to keep up to them. So after all, we are not just digging tunnels here, we are shaping the future. So as we deploy AI to dig deeper, we must also dig deeper into ethical issues it raises. That's all from me. I'm happy to take any questions, and if you're curious about the sources, they're listed here. Thank you so much for your time. Once again, I am Mani Shrestha from the Department of Geotechnical Engineering, College of Civil Engineering, Tongji University, and I hope you enjoyed my presentation on ethical dimensions of AI in underground engineering. I hope you have a good day, and if you want to talk more on this, or if you have any comments or suggestions or questions, please leave them in the comment section down below. Once again, have a good day and namaste.